has got
Um,
to be fixed. This has got to be fixed. You have got to send somebody out here to take a look at this. My landlord, Colin Madding, paid for two separate, I can tell you who they are. The plumbing companies that came out here, they spent 2 days out here last week. They were in the alley, they were upstairs, they were downstairs, they were all over the place. And they said, both of them said, you've got to call the city because there is nothing wrong with your lines or your plumbing.
okay,
And
and
and look at
just
the
to
usage. Look
verify,
at the usage on this.
ma'am,
Look at
are you, can you please allow me to speak? Because I do also have to ask questions. You're not
Okay, but
ready.
I want to tell you one more thing before I do that, because this is what your agent told me. She said, and this was last week. She said that through August 7th, I had used 375.909 gallons of water. And she said then, as of Wednesday midnight last week, my usage went up to 37,996, 200, no, 37,996,256 gallons of water. There is no way that my usage, you would have to have, I would have to be running an ocean out of here. That did not happen. That doesn't even make any logical sense to anybody that that happened.
Okay. And do you happen to have like a sprinkler system, anything like
No,
that?
there are no sprinklers. This yard has not been watered in the last 7 years. I don't even have a potted plant. Nothing that takes water. This yard is totally dead brown with weeds front and back, and it has been the entire 7 years I've lived here. There's nothing. And I live by myself. I take one bath a day. I wash two plates and two cups every day. I buy all of my own bottled water that I drink and cook with. I've got the bills from HEB to prove that. They deliver my groceries all the time. And I don't use water for anything. I wash 1 to 2 loads of laundry a week. There is no way in the world that I used 37,996,256 gallons of water. That is absolutely absurd.
Okay. Let me just a moment.
And I've been here 7 years. I mean, nothing has
Bear with me
changed
just
with
a
me.
moment, ma'am. Sorry,
Breathe.
bear with me. Still looking into this.
That's like a 101,000% increase in my water usage. That's just absolutely absurd that you would even try to tell me I did that.
Sorry, bear with me just a moment. All right. So I did just get further support, and yeah, unfortunately, our account support department did look at it, and because they're showing that the flow is showing the constant, that there's
Okay,
not a
why
way they
is
can
my
send someone
bill
out
up
to.
400% if your meter is working? That does not make any sense. My bill did not go up 101,000%. I mean, this is absolutely insane.
Okay. I mean, again, it is as we stated, there has to be like either a running toilet,
No.
water being
What?
left
What
on.
toilet? Okay,
Like it's,
explain to me what toilet runs 101, what is it, 39 million gallons of water? I mean, how stupid do you have to be? Does
I
anybody in
mean,
that place understand math?
it actually does it does run that much. You
No.
would be surprised. There's
Right.
been
Okay, so you're
customers
telling me if
higher
a
than
toilet is running that it would run 39 million gallons of water through my pipes in less than a month? Is that what you're telling me?
it can, yes.
It
Or if
can.
there's water being left on, if there's like a washer that's not hooked up properly,
So I
that
could
it could be a lot of
actually, so
things.
you are saying that I could actually have 39 million gallons of water coming out of a toilet in less than a month. Is that what you're telling me?
And it's not millions, it's thousands.
Well,
We
no, the
don't we
numbers
don't
that
go
I
by
got,
millions.
no. The numbers that they gave me was that that my usage in less than a month, because this was just as of last Wednesday at midnight, was 37,996,256 gallons of water in less than a month. And you're telling me that that came out of the toilet. And two
Yeah.
plumbing companies have
Okay,
been
ma'am,
out here.
we don't
No. You
measure by
listen to me.
millions.
You listen to me. Two plumbing companies have been out here for 2 entire days and said there are no toilets running in this house. There's nothing that they have found. The only thing that makes sense is that the city of Lubbock's math is not mathing, and the fact that you're even trying to make logical sense of that is stupid. My usage is normally, when it was high, it was 375 gallons for a month, which is also absurd. That bill was 4 times more than normal. And now you're telling me that I've got 37,996,256 gallons of water coming out of a toilet. Is that what you're saying? I asked you if that's what you're saying. You said it was.
I did. I said that we don't measure by millions.
I did not have that kind
We
of
measure by
I
thousands.
did not have that kind of an increase, and I want somebody out here to fix this.
Okay. Unfortunately, I just have to confirm we can't send someone out because
Okay,
we're showing a
I want
different.
to just show just a minute because I'm looking at something on my computer that I want you to see to hear. Hang on. Let's see. Here it is. Okay, couple of things. If a pressure test on the line showed no loss of pressure, it is a pressure test, not a vacuum test, then I suggest the city's meter be flow tested. Have they flow tested my meter?
For a backflow test, you have to hire a backflow tester for that.
Okay, okay,
And
hang on. I'm
if you're
taking,
not the owner of
no,
the
I'm
account, the
taking
owner of
notes.
the
I'm
address would
taking
have to do
notes.
it.
I'm taking notes. So you're telling me that the landlord needs to hire, hang on, to hire a backflow tester? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, if it's time for it to be tested, we mail out all of the backflow information to them.
Okay, and then I have another question for you. So let's see. Hang on just a second. Okay, here. You could fill 58 Olympic-sized swimming pools with that much water. Unless they misplace the decimal point, that is clearly impossible in a month's time. So this is one person. Hang on.
And
I'm
again, it's
reading.
on my end from what our account support department found is that I'm not sure where you received the millions from because again we don't measure millions, we measure by
I got it
thousands,
from.
which is shows on the bill, but they did find that it's 120 gallons that's being used per hour.
Yeah, no, there's no way 120 gallons of water is going through this house every hour. I am here 24 hours a day. I don't even have a car. I work for an insurance company from home. I haven't left this house in months. If there was water running anywhere around this house, I would know it, and there is not. Hang on just a second, because I have another question for you. Just a second. So yeah, so at this rate, it would be 875 gallons a minute. The city of Lubbock Water Utilities responded to this post because I posted this on Nick's Door app, and they're the ones who told me to call you guys. And they said if I call this number, then they can get a work order created to have one of our. This is from the city of Lubbock Water Utilities. They're the ones who responded to this, and this is a direct quote to what they said. If you would contact Water Dispatch at 806-775-2588, which is the number I first called this morning before I got transferred to you, they can get a work order created to have one of our water meter technicians out to check that everything is operating correctly. Why did that not happen?
Because our account support department, which are the ones who create the tickets, researched the account and found they did not find.
So basically, you're just grubbing money out of citizens. Is really all it is. You're not going to check it. You're just going to say no. You just owe us the money. So basically, this is a hostage situation for my money, for money I don't have, by the way.
Yes,
Because
and
that's
again,
exactly what it is.
our
Because
meters
you are
are
this. No,
electronic,
you
so
listen to me. The city of Lubbock. You are representing the city of Lubbock, and you are telling me that after one of your employees from the utilities department who is posting on their company on the city of Lubbock Water Utilities website profile said if you will call this number, they will create a work order to have a water meter technician out to check that everything is operating properly. And you're telling me, no, we just made an administrative decision. You can just pay us the money.
it wasn't just an administrative decision. They had to look through our meter reads. They had to look through your
Okay,
meter
so the
reads,
meter
your
reads would
flow,
involve somebody coming
again,
out here to
everything
look
is
at it. No, the meter reads would involve a water meter
okay,
technician
ma'am.
coming out here to
If
look
you're
at
going to
this.
be yelling at me, I will have to disconnect the call because
Okay,
you're yelling and
you
not letting
you
me
keep
speak to me again.
talking over me.
Um,
You're just making an
it,
excuse to hang up because you don't want to do your job, because the fact of the matter is you're not doing your
I
job.
mean,
And
I
you
am,
keep
ma'am.
talking
My
over
job is
me,
to
which is why
inform
I
you
have to
that
raise
our
my
account
voice,
support
because you will
cannot
not
send
listen. You will not listen. And I told you I had some specific questions that I want answered. And one of those is why are you giving me contradictory information to what the city of Lubbock Water Utilities profile person said?
I'm
And
not.
the
I
and the
informed
answer
you
you're
that our
giving me
account
is that,
support
well, you
department
can
has
just
to
pay
do
us
their research
money.
first.
You can just pay us money. You're just acting like a mafia. We're not going to fix it. You're just going to pay us money, right? That's exactly what you're saying. Why aren't you talking now? Every time I ask you a question, you refuse to answer it.
I'm just letting you speak because I tried answering your questions, and every time I try to answer, you're
Well,
talking over me and yelling at me, so I can't answer it if you're
when
not
I ask
allowing
a
me to.
question, you talk over me and you telling me to shut up. So now I'm shutting up. So answer that
I've
question.
never said
Do
no.
you
I've
recall that
never told you
question?
that.
Do you understand the question I just asked you, and can you answer it?
Okay, I've never informed you of that information, and again, as I've stated, you said I'm not doing my job. My job was to call you back and inform you that our account support. I mean, I've even reached out to higher support. Unfortunately, they are not going to send anyone out because they've looked at the meter reads. The meters are reading normal. If there's an issue with the meter, it automatically tells us there's an issue
So
with
if
the
there
meter
was an
because
issue,
it is
so what would
digital.
constitute an issue? What would constitute an issue? 120 gallons of water going through the line every hour does not constitute an issue?
I mean, our account support department has looked through the reads. They've looked through the usage, and as if they've looked that there is an issue
Do they work on
either with the
commission?
toilet
Do they work
or
on commission?
no,
Do you work on commission?
no.
So what constitutes this? They just read some paperwork and said, "Oh, well, we're just not going to go out there. She's just going to give us money."
It's because those meters are reading normal, as I stated.
No, they're
It's
not
a
reading
digital
normal.
meter,
120 gallons of water going through my line every hour is not normal. That is
and
not
that is because
normal.
there could be, as I stated, they inform a leak or running water somewhere. So you would have to check all of your
And we
faucets. I
had
mean,
two
as I
plumbing
stated, a
companies
toilet
come
can
out here.
use.
We had two plumbing companies come out here. The landlord paid for two plumbing companies to come out here for 2 days, and they found no leaks, none. And both of them said this is an issue with the city's equipment or the city's meter, and they need to come out here. And even the city of Lubbock on this post that I put online said, you need to have them call this number and set up a work order so we can come out and test the lines. And you're saying, nah, I'm not going to do that. Makes total sense to me.
I mean, it should have been more communicated to you more better that the account support department has to review the account first
So
before
who
they
is
can
the
fix them out.
account support department?
It's the department that reads you, that looks at your account to verify that they can
And
send
who is
someone
that
out.
person? Who is that person?
It's more than one person.
Okay, so you're Brianna, and who is the person that you got this message from, Brianna?
Our account support department.
And what is their name?
I am not able to give you
And
the
how
ins and
do
outs
I
to speak of.
escalate it to them?
They are already gone today.
How do I escalate it to them?
They
I called
are
you.
already
Hey, I
gone
called
for
you
the
first thing
meeting
this morning, and you called me at 1 minute until 5. What's that about?
because
So you
we've
could
been
just
busy
chicken
all
out
day.
of
So
it.
this
You
was the
couldn't
time that I
transfer the
was
call to
able.
anybody, and so you could just be the final say and say, "Yeah, you just have to pay us money," right? Do you guys even pass a math test when you get hired in that place?
Okay. I mean, as I stated, if I didn't want to speak to you, I wouldn't have called you. I mean, I called you, as you stated, a minute before 5. My clock out time is 5 o'clock. So if it was really something I did not want to
So
speak
why
to you
did you
about,
call
then I
me
would
at
have
straight
waited
up
until
5 o'clock? Because you didn't want to deal
I
with
called you
this. You were
before
hoping
5
you would
o'clock.
probably get a voicemail and you could just skate right out of it, right?
No, it's because we've been busy all day. I hadn't had time to return your call. So
Oh, this is
when we
just not
finally got
important. I
time,
called you first thing. I've been calling you guys for the last month about this, and it just was not important. You just could do it at the last minute of the day when
okay,
everybody was
ma'am. Well, I
gone, and
did
you
give you
couldn't
the
transfer the call
information
to
that we are
anybody.
not able to send that order in. As I stated, my job was
I
just to
want
inform you from
somebody
the
to
account
call
support
me
department.
first thing in the morning. First thing. Do you understand that?
Okay, so then I would just recommend you calling back first thing in the morning. Because, I mean, again, I've already did my job in the account support
What is
department,
your
which is
job? What
for
is your
me.
job? You didn't resolve anything. All you did was said, well, we're not going to do anything. And you never
because
did tell me if
my job
anybody
was
in
to
that place
inform you that
passed a
he was
math
not there
test,
for.
which tells me you didn't. One thing I do know is
Okay,
that
well,
the
if that's
city
all
of
I can do
Lubbock
for you, I
hires
do
the
want to thank you for
laziest,
calling City of
worthless
Lubbock
people in
Utilities,
the
and you
entire
have a great
country to
day.
work in that place. This needs to be fixed.